A social work professor from Hong Kong University urged the government to provide more frequent checkups for patients with severe mental health issues. Terry Lum's comment came after the suspect in a fatal stabbing on Friday had a history of mental illness. Janice Low reports.
The gruesome tragedy that occurred 2 days ago in a shopping mall in Diamond Hill has raised concerns about the support given to mental health patients. The 39-year-old suspect, who has been charged with 2 counts of murder and will appear at Kwun Tong Magistracy tomorrow, was diagnosed with mental issues 2 years ago. He was discharged from a psychiatric facility at the end of last year, but had been attending regular consultations. While there are roughly 400 psychiatrists and 600 clinical psychologists practicing in Hong Kong, a social work professor pointed out the numbers are far from meeting public demand.
Talking to the press after a radio show this morning, Terry Lum from Hong Kong University said the city is lacking an effective triage system for mental health treatment.
He suggested primary healthcare services and family doctors fill the void by receiving mild or moderate cases of mental disorder. In this way, he said, the specialists can focus on patients with serious illnesses. Lam noted that the horrific rampage occurred just days before the suspect was due to return to clinic for his next scheduled appointment. Lam hoped that if resources permit, checkups can be carried out at shorter intervals like monthly or even once in a fortnight. In the long run, the professor who specializes in long-term care suggested the government provide training to social workers and counselors so as to ease the burden of mental health professionals. Meanwhile, more people visited Plaza Hollywood to mourn the 2 young victims, aged 22 and 26. Police presence remained heavy as both uniformed and plainclothes officers patrolled the shopping mall. The Red Cross said it has set up a hotline to offer counseling services for distraught members of the public. It has received 101 calls for assistance as of 6 p.m. tonight. Janice Low, HKIBC.